What if I told you this phrase is at least twice as difficult as this one? So believe it or not, for most of us, this is the case, and the reason why has to do with note spacing and how often we're changing our hand position. In the first one, we're having to change our hand position every single beat, and not only that, our hands are stretched quite wide. And in the second one, our hand position is kept less than an octave, and we're only having to change it every 4 beats. And it relies on how fast we can wiggle our fingers, basically. However fast you can play this is more or less how fast you can play the run. We're not relying on intricate patterns and leaps, stretches, things like that for virtuosity, but we're relying on fixed hand positions that are rather comfortable, and we're having to move the notes, our fingers, within those fixed positions very fast. Notice that for every group of 5 notes, my fingers are already touching the keys they're about to play without having to stretch or leap. So basically, we can achieve a virtuosic sound rather effortlessly by being efficient with our hand choreography. This shows that not all things that sound impressive are actually that difficult. Now I put these concepts into practice by coming up with 3 different piano runs, each with a different kind of flair but all equally deceiving in terms of their perceived difficulty. You can use these as warm-ups, incorporate them into your improvisations or compositions, or just impress your friends. Or your dog. Whoa. By the way, I post videos on the technical and creative aspects of music, so please subscribe if you haven't already to be sure not to miss out on future tips like these related to piano and composition. First, let me demonstrate them for you, and then I'll go into the specifics of how to learn and practice them. Will these require practicing? Of course, they're not just going to happen like that overnight. You're going to have to put in a little bit of work. Once you get a hold of the finger positions and the chords, it will require a lot less work than it seems. For this one, you just need to learn 2 chord spacings. The first one, starting from C, is made up of 2 major thirds, a semitone apart. The second one starts on a B. It's made up of 2 minor thirds spaced a whole tone apart. Once you learn these chord spacings, all you're doing is repeating them up the octaves and then down. Let's break these notes apart. Going up, you're going 1, 3, 2, 5. Coming down, you're just going straight down. 5, 3, 2, 1. Don't get caught up with this motion here. You're not crossing. Don't try to do that. Just shift like that. This one involves one consistent spacing with both hands together, but you just need to be aware of 2 types of chords. In the right hand, you're playing a major 6th chord. You're playing a major triad plus a 6th. In the left hand, a major 7th chord. So you have a major 3rd on the bottom, and then you're playing a major 7th on top. Now put those 2 together, you play the notes separately. You're repeating that an octave lower. So there's a slight bit of unevenness because you're playing 4 notes here and then 3 notes here. Then take all of that and repeat it a minor third above. This next one here has 2 different chord spacings to take note of. This is the first one. We have an octave surrounding all of the notes here. And with your thumb and index fingers, you're going to be playing a major second. And they're really close together. They're a semitone apart. And you're going to break these notes apart again. And you're going outwards, starting first with your thumb in your left hand, and then your right hand. And again, like with the others, repeat this an octave higher. And that's your first part. And then the second part is this position, a minor 7th chord in both hands. And with this one as well, you play the notes separately, going outwards. I add 1 note here at the top to add this nice ring. So everything together. So of course here, the second part has more notes, so you just need to play slightly faster. And that's also what adds a little bit of virtuosity. So there you have it. I hope you try these out and have some fun with them. I'll make the sheet music available on my website. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of this type of material, because I definitely have more tips and tricks related to this type of piano technique. Thank you so much. Special thank you to my patrons, and I'll see you very soon in the next video.